Someone asked me yesterday that what advice would I give for someone who wants to start a new career or pivot into a new career path, and my response was get your hands dirty in the field you want to pivot into. And what do I mean by getting your hands dirty? Getting yourself into the role even if you are not being paid for it. And what are the ways you can do that? The first thing I would say is take courses in that line. For example, I know a couple of people want to pivot into risk management and they use the certifications by Unified Learning Platform to take a series of courses on risk management. What that will show to your possible employers is the fact that you are interested in that field and you have begun to learn about the field. Not only that, because you are also taking the courses, it will also help you to begin to learn the theoretical aspect of the course and also a bit of practice here and there. And the second thing I would advise is that you should talk to people already in the field, either who just recently pivoted or who are OGs, as we call them, seniors in the field. Say for example, you want to pivot into HR, go talk to people in HR. How did you do it? What certifications did you get? What did you do? How did you make the job transition and things like that? Even if you can find a community with people like that, it will make a lot of sense. A community of people in the field you want to pivot into. For example, this content I'm creating was because I belong to a community, content creator community on Fusion, and they encouraged me. So if you want to pivot into a field, get into a community of like-minded people who want to pivot into that field or people who are already in the field, because what it would do for you is it would encourage you even when you want to give up or whatever, because the transition might not be as easy as you think it is. The third thing I would say is to volunteer in the role you want to transition into. For example, if you work in an organization that role is available in the organization, you can go talk to maybe the head of department, the team lead of that team that you want to work with, that, okay, can I volunteer and work with you part-time, such that you can begin to learn practically the things that are happening there. And if you can't get it in your organization where you are working, for example, you can get a startup, NGO, it can even be a religious body, anywhere that you can get that role. For example, if it's HR, many companies do not have HR and would be glad to have someone assisting them with their human resources, and you could be the one. So with these tips, I believe that it makes it smoother and easier to be able to transition into a new role.